Alright, Genshin fans, buckle up because version 5.6 is bringing some of the craziest surprises we've seen in a long time. Just when we thought we had HoYoverse all figured out, they went ahead and threw us a curveball that no one saw coming. We've got unexpected reruns, a brand new Cryo powerhouse, a 4-star character who literally wields a gun, and even some shocking updates that could finally bring Mondstadt back into the spotlight. But here's the thing. Some of these leaks don't add up, and they might be signaling a massive shift in how future banners work. So, whether you're saving for your favorite character, trying to plan your Primogem strategy, or just here for the wildest Genshin theories, you won't want to miss this breakdown. Let's dive into everything we know so far about version 5.6. Let's start with the most anticipated part, the banners. According to trusted sources, the 5.6 lineup is expected to feature Escoffier, Navia, KINICH, and Raiden Shogun. But here's where it gets interesting. Leaks haven't specified which characters will be in Phase 1 or Phase 2. HoYoverse has been shifting its banner patterns lately, making it harder than ever to predict who will drop first. Are they trying to keep us guessing? Or is this a sign that banner structures are evolving completely? Now, let's talk about the biggest shocker, Raiden Shogun's rerun. Because if this leak is real, it means she'll be getting her second rerun in the 5.x cycle, which is completely unheard of for an Archon. Up until now, HoYoverse has stuck to a strict system of only one Archon rerun per regional cycle. But with this sudden shift, could they be testing a new approach to banner rotations? This move is especially surprising considering how many characters are still waiting for reruns. Emilie hasn't even had her first. Kokomi's last rerun feels like ancient history, and characters like Sinnoh are still nowhere in sight. So why is Raiden getting prioritized again? Something about this feels different, and it raises more questions than answers. Speaking of unexpected moves, KINICH is another character making a surprising return. The interesting part? He was already featured alongside Raiden back in 5.0, and now they might both be coming back in 5.6. If HoYoverse doesn't repeat that exact lineup, the most likely scenario is Escoffier and KINICH in Phase 1, followed by Navia and Raiden in Phase 2. This setup would be similar to how Furina and Sigewinna's reruns were handled in version 5.4. Now, let's shift gears and talk about Escoffier, because she's shaping up to be one of the most unique 5-stars we've seen in a long time. She's turning out to be one of the most unique 5-stars we've seen in a while. She's a Cryo polearm user, and her design? Absolutely stunning. Blonde hair, high-thigh outfit, white chef-style attire, and even a proper chef's hat. But here's a twist. She's not from Natlan, despite being revealed in the recent Natlan trailer. Some theories suggest she's actually from Fontaine, but working as a top-tier chef in Natlan, which makes her backstory all the more intriguing. Gameplay-wise, her full kit has now been leaked, giving us a better look at how she functions. Escoffier's normal, plunging, and charged attacks are fairly simple without any special effects. Her elemental skill, when tapped, activates low-temperature refrigerator mode, dealing AoE cryo damage to surrounding enemies. During this state, a culinary mechanism follows the active character and periodically attacks nearby enemies. Holding this skill makes Escoffier enter improvised cooking mode. Her elemental burst showcases her knife skills, dealing AoE cryo damage while also restoring HP to all nearby allies, scaling with ATK. As for her talents, her first talent grants a 9-second effect after using her burst, which periodically restores HP to the active character. Meanwhile, her second talent provides elemental resistance shred to enemies when Hydro or Cryo characters are in her party. The shred amount depends on the number of Cryo and Hydro characters, making her a fantastic pick for freeze compositions, especially alongside units like Skirk. Escoffier isn't the only fresh addition to the roster, though. IFA, the 4-star Anemo Catalyst user, is already making waves for one reason. He uses a gun. That's right. Genshin is finally introducing a character wielding a firearm, and IFA is the one making history. While we don't have full details on his abilities just yet, his weapon alone is enough to make him stand out. We'll have to wait for the beta leaks to see how his playstyle actually works, but one thing's for sure. He's going to bring something fresh to the game. And that's not the only twist we've got. Beyond IFA, the rerun situation is becoming more unpredictable. One name that keeps coming up is Emilie, and let's be honest, she's long overdue for a rerun. Fontaine characters have been rotating in and out pretty frequently, but somehow Emilie keeps getting left behind. With Mulani recently having her rerun in 5.0, it only makes sense for Emilie to get hers next. However, the bigger problem is clear. There just aren't enough banner slots to fit everyone in. And if HoYoverse is now rerunning Archons multiple times per region, then who knows what other surprises they might have in store. Moving on to something even bigger, Mondstadt might finally be getting a major update. It's been ages since we've had any significant Mondstadt content, but rumors suggest that version 5.6 could change that. The most exciting theory? Durin, the legendary dragon connected to Dragonspine, could potentially become a playable character. If true, this could tie into the 5.6 storyline and bring Mondstadt back into focus in a way we haven't seen in years. As for Wanderer, some early leaks hinted at a Dragonspine event featuring him back in 5.2, but since that never happened, it's unclear if those plans were scrapped or simply delayed. Right now, there's no solid indication that he'll be featured in 5.6, but given how unpredictable banner cycles have become, nothing is entirely off the table. You know what's crazy? The more we dig into these leaks, the wilder version 5.6 sounds. We've got Escoffier, a Cryo polearm user who's possibly from Fontaine, but stationed in Natlan, and IFA, an Animo Catalyst user who's making history as the first Genshin character with a gun. The banner situation is more unpredictable than ever, with Raiden's shocking rerun adding to the chaos while Emilie remains missing in action. And let's not forget the potential for a huge Mondstadt update and maybe even a playable Durin. There's just so much to be excited about, and honestly, I can't wait to see how this all unfolds. So, what are your thoughts? Are you hyped for Escoffier and IFA? Or are you saving for someone else? Does the Raiden rerun make sense, or is it completely throwing off your banner schedule? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get the discussion going. And I will meet you in the next one.